Hey everybody! So today I wanted to do a tag video because I used to do these like years and years ago and I don't anymore, and I don't know why, because they're fun to do. They're like little Q&As. As you guys can probably tell, my content on my channel has shifted almost entirely into like the beauty realm. I still fully intend to finish my chakra series. I swear I will. I still want to talk about crystals. I still want to do goddess provisions unboxings every now and then, but what I'm really enjoying right now is beauty content, and with that comes an obsession that has just grown of like product releases and my collection and decluttering and recollecting. And like this last year of 2019 has been the year that I have spent the most money on products. It has been the year that I have been most in tune to what is being released, new brands. I've discovered a lot of makeup in 2019. I'm gonna put some lip gloss on. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. I got a little mini and I love it. I love it. I saw this tag kind of floating around last month. When was it posted? I saw it when it was posted, and then I just, December 8th, 2019. And I wanted to do it when it came out, but I don't know, like I haven't done tag videos in a long time. I don't feel like I have a lot to add to it, but I guess that's not really the point. The point is to just answer the questions and to try to evaluate, you know, for this tag in particular, try to evaluate how much money you're spending. Do you need to be spending that? The tag was made by 90s LoveChild, and right now, or at least lately, she's been making somewhat like anti-consumerism content. That seems to be a trend, and she is doing it and doing it well. So she's doing anti-hauls. I think she's doing a low buy. So this tag is kind of like in that realm, and I spent a lot of money last year on makeup. Way too much. So much that I can't even buy more makeup because I have nowhere to put it. And I've been doing declutters, not on my channel, but I've been doing it like on my own. And so I'm trying to be aware of these kinds of questions and this topic. And I think it'd be fun to do this tag. So this is the beauty consumer tag, and it was made by 90s LoveChild. Of course, she's gonna be linked down below. Her video, the initial video, will be linked. Okay, my camera overheated right as I was about to start. Good timing. Let's just get started on these questions. The first one is, how much do you spend on makeup a month and a year? That really, really varies. I think last year, my God, I got most of what I have, I got last year. Oh my God, that was Alien palette, Jawbreaker palette, Controversy, Conspiracy. I got a lot of Juvia's Place. I got all of the Kaleidos, Ace Beauté, Menagerie. I got Lunar Beauty. I got all my, I got Blood Sugar. I got Blue Blood. For fuck's sake, dude. Palettes are my weakness. I think if we're talking like right now where I am currently, I have probably spent $100 this month. I've been getting more into skincare, so I've purchased serums and cleansers. I'm trying to find like a really good lip balm that I love a lot, so I've had some new lip balms. Last year I spent quite a bit of money, but all of the years before that I haven't. I have always worked for makeup brands, so I would get a lot of free makeup, and I would have pretty good discounts on like the other makeup brands. So I worked inside of a Macy's for 5 years. So in that time I had 20% off of everything, and sometimes I had even higher of a discount if there was like a special sale or something. And working for MAC, it's not a secret, I worked for MAC. I got free concealer, an eye primer, makeup, eyeshadow palettes, lip products. I just didn't have to spend money. So when I did spend money on something, it was like a few dollars here and there. But last year I got really into spending money. I got like, I don't know, I found a lot of YouTubers that talked about indie brands, and I guess for a while I wasn't really trying to try any other brands, and so last year I really did. But I think that that was just like a crazy time. If I had to guess, I would probably say like $2,000 was spent last year on makeup. I don't know how accurate that is, but that's just a guess. I don't think that that's gonna happen again this year. Like I've said, I don't really have a lot of room for any more eyeshadow palettes, which are my weakness. And so a palette has to be really, really special and like really like, oh, I really fucking want that so bad. And I will need to want it for like a good month or so before I decide to actually get it, because I have everything I could ever need. And in order to bring something new in, I'm just gonna have to take something out. So something has to be really good for me to actually want to buy it. And then for everything else, it's just gonna be like, I'll buy it as I need it. I don't really have a weakness for like highlighters. I have more than I could ever need, and I'm gonna go through them before I ever buy a new one. Same with like blushes, lip products, brow products. Everything else is just, I'll buy it when I need it. Probably. There might be something here and there that just looks really, really good and I want it, like the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This was in a little set with this little diamond bomb called How Many Carats is the name. This is so interesting. I'm getting off topic, but that's just what I do. It's like soft. Like you can squish it. It's like in between a powder and like a Super Shock. Second question, my God. I'm gonna try not to get so ranty. Do you ever feel guilty about how much you spend on makeup? Not really. There have been a couple of purchases that I've regretted because the products just didn't turn out so great, but they were like a BH eyeshadow palette, like very cheap. Like I probably spent like $9 on it. I'm really happy with my collection, especially my palette collection. I have these out because I just did my first look on a 3 looks 1 palette that I'm working on, so I have these out, so I'm looking at these palettes in particular when I'm talking. But I'm super happy with my eyeshadow collection. I think I love it. I love opening my eyeshadow drawers because I have so many great things to choose from. I don't regret or feel guilty about what I spend. Do you get FOMO related to makeup releases? Fear of missing out? Kind of. There's a couple of things, like I really want the Norvina Pro palettes. I don't need them and they're huge, so I don't have them, but I really would love to play with those, especially the third one. I think that's like the more earth tone one. It's so pretty. So kind of, a little bit, but not really. Do you purchase or keep items simply because they are limited edition? No, not really. If I want it, I want it, and I wouldn't want it just because it's limited edition. I would want it because I like the product itself. There are certain things, I don't know if this is a question or not, I don't think so, but there are certain things that I want for the packaging. Not because they're limited, but just because the packaging is so cute. A great example of this, I mean, this is a really great palette. The color scheme is beautiful. It's a nice palette. When I use it, I like it, but mostly I bought it for the packaging. This is the Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette. Like 100%. I bought it for the packaging. It just so happens to be a good palette. Another example, this was way on sale on Ulta over the holidays. This is the Burn Book palette from Storybook Cosmetics. It's fine. If this was not Mean Girls Burn Book themed, I probably wouldn't buy it. In fact, I for sure wouldn't buy it, but it's huge. It's literally huge. I can't even fit it in a drawer. I don't know where to put this. But how much was it? I think it was like $12 or something. It was like pretty cheap. I don't know. Normally it's like $45 or so. It's like, this is an expensive brand and I got this for real cheap, and yeah. I didn't buy it because it's limited edition. I bought it for the packaging. So I'm a packaging sucker. Would you be willing to pay more money for a sold out product online? I think this means like eBay. And absolutely fucking not. There's nothing that I would want so bad to like fund somebody who purchased a product in order to sell it, usually for a higher price. Like, I think that is just so shady and shitty to do. That's so fucking shitty to do. I would never. Also, there's no guarantee that it hasn't been touched or tampered with. There's no guarantee that it's not fake. I would never. Just, that's it. Do you wish you could spend more or less? I wish I could spend more. I wish I had the money to have like a huge, like the top. I have one small Alex drawer and I have a desk. I wish I could have the collection. Like some people have like two tall Alex drawers and like another like vanity. And so, and like shelves, and I wish I had the money and the space to just collect anything I wanted, because I would have all the Norvina palettes. I would have Natasha Denona. Are they cruelty free? I've never purchased from them because I don't have the money. Yeah, I wish I could spend more. Do you feel compelled to buy something when you see it in someone else's collection? That's a really good question, because I think that we all do. There are so many brands that I would have never heard of if I didn't watch other people's like makeup collection videos or declutter videos or review videos or whatever. Like when I see somebody else using a product and it's good and it looks like I might like it, like all of the Kaleidos Cosmetics, all of the Menagerie, Ace Beauté, like the indie brands that I love so much, I never would have heard of and I never would have tried if I didn't watch somebody else use it and talk about it. Do you buy more during the holidays? Yeah, of course I do. Everything is on sale and there are new things coming out and things are being promoted and a lot of money gets put into the holidays. Yeah, I think this last holiday season that we just had, like I said a million times, I'm getting a lot more into skincare. So I did purchase a lot from The Ordinary and First Aid Beauty, and I purchased a Bite Beauty lip set and the Milk Makeup like Kush mascara lip balm set. And so that's kind of what I like it for too. Like little things like, hello, can I talk about this one more time? This gloss bomb. Like little things that I want to try, but I don't necessarily want to invest in a full size, or I know I won't use a full size. And I love the little minis so that I can try a little bit of it and see how I like it. So the holidays are great for that. And just all the sales, dude. Oh my god, why am I tired? It's 1:30 and I've had 2 energy drinks. What the fuck? It's Sunday. I slept in. Why am I tired? Number 9. Have you ever hidden a makeup purchase from family or friends? I don't think so. You know what? Back in the day, before I worked for MAC and I worked for a different brand that I've never talked about. I don't need to talk about them. It's not relevant. But I did work for another brand and I worked with this one girl. And everyone thought she was just like absurd, because she was so dramatic. And so anytime one of us needed to buy something and we didn't buy it from her, she would like throw a tantrum about it because it was commission based and like sales goals and all that. So yeah, I've probably hidden some purchases from her because I didn't want to hear about it. But as far as like being ashamed of what I have or what I bought, no, not at all. I don't think so. I don't see why I would. Do you have more than 10 products in your collection that you have not used in over a month? I would say that's the majority of my collection. I just have way too many things to be able to use it. I can't use everything I have once a month. It would be just impossible. I'm thinking more along the lines of eyeshadows. So I have an expansive eyeshadow collection. There's no possible way for me to use all of my eyeshadows once a month. It's just not gonna happen. Even just like palettes. Like, I guess I could try using one shade from each palette, but even then, I don't know. That would be really pushing it. The other things like complexion products, face products, I have one concealer that I use and I go through, and as soon as it's gone, I'll just get another. Things like highlighters. I have quite a collection of highlighters, contours, blushes, but what I'm doing is I'm just using them one at a time, and I'm just gonna get through them to the point where I only have one. Well, you know what? I like having a variety of highlighters because I like having different levels of like shimmer. I like having different tones, like blue highlighters, fun sometimes. But as far as like a contour, I only need one. There's no reason for me to have, I think I have like 4 or 5 like full products. And of course I don't use them each at least once a month because I'm just trying to get through them one at a time. Same with blushes. I don't care about blush. I just want like a little tiny bit. So have you ever been pressured to purchase something that you could not afford or did not need? Other than like pressure from myself, like that inner conflict that we all have when we're in Ulta and we're holding like the Norvina 3 palette and you just have to like talk yourself out of it, and like part of you is pressuring yourself to buy it. Like I don't know. I don't think that counts. I avoid salespeople like the plague. I don't want to be sold to because I'm just not, like, it's not gonna work. I like to make decisions for myself and I like to decide what I want and I like to do my own research to figure out what I need. So, I don't know if this question is about like, have you been shopping in a store and somebody really tries to sell you this like one product to make their commission, or like, no, because I just tell them I'm good. So no, I don't feel pressure like that to buy things. Do you purchase makeup for collector reasons? Not really. I know, I mean, some people go like extreme with it and they purchase every single thing that a brand releases. They purchase every liquid lipstick that Jeffree Star releases. No, that is so much money for something that like I'd rather just collect money. I don't know, I don't need all of that. If I'm close to collecting anything, it would be eyeshadow palettes. Like if Kaleidos comes out with another eyeshadow palette, like I'll probably get it. And if it's something that interests me. Same with like Menagerie, like some of my favorite brands, because I love the formula and I know that they're good and I like the packaging. Jeffree Star is another one. I don't have all of his palettes. There's a couple that I don't have, but I typically really like his color stories and I know that I like his formula. So that's a brand that I'm very tempted by when it gets released. And then the final question. I need water so bad. In your makeup journey, have you become less or more consumeristic? Definitely more, because like I said, I used to just get stuff for free. I didn't really buy anything. I didn't really think about it. I just like accepted what I got for free and I used it and I didn't feel like I needed anything else. And then last year went crazy and I bought everything that I wanted. And now I've become a lot less again. I feel like I'm really like solid in my collection and I don't feel like I really need anything else except for to like replace something that I've used up. And like I said, something has to be very special for me to buy it. I like watching anti-hauls because I think that anti-hauls are so good at like being convinced that you don't actually need something. I swear to God, if there's something that you really want, find an anti-haul that talks about it and they will tell you all of the reasons why you don't need it. Tag videos don't really work the way that they used to like 10 years ago. Hello? Like so long ago. You don't need to be tagged in order to participate in this. You just do it. So of course, like I said, the original video by 90s LoveChild will be linked down below. And if you want to do it, just do it. Comment though. Let me know that you're doing it because I really like to hear other people's answers. It's interesting to me. So all of my social media will also be linked down below. So let's be friends. I am most active on Twitter. Why did I say it like that? Twitter. But it's easier to talk to me on Instagram. I notice Instagram DMs a lot sooner. Okay, I need a fucking nap. Before I go, I just want to say thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.